Hi friends. First off, I just wanted to say thank you for the overwhelmingly positive response to my last video. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it up here. And your response has definitely assuaged a lot of my anxiety. I really appreciate all of your feedback. I thought we had some really cool conversations in the comments. It's also one of the highest rated videos in my analytics right now. For all of that, thank you so much. Also, by the time this gets uploaded, Desert Bus will have come and gone. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have no idea what Desert Bus is, I would encourage you to go check out desertbus.org. It is a fundraiser for Child's Play, which is an amazing charity that donates entertainment, toys, games, and the like to children's hospitals all over. I have participated every year for the last 3 years as an entertainer. So if you are watching this and you have found me from Desert Bus, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here and for checking me out. I really appreciate it. So today's video is just going to be a tutorial. I know, groundbreaking. Funny enough, the look that I slapped on for my last video was incredibly well received. I got a couple comments on that video saying that they loved the look I was wearing. Also on Instagram, when I posted this look, I asked if anyone would be interested in a tutorial on it. And the response was a resounding yes from everyone. That's what we're gonna do today. It's a very simple look. I didn't think that people would be interested in a tutorial on it just because of how straightforward it is. Anyway, I'll stop talking. If that sounds like fun to you, then please keep on watching and let's get started. Obviously, I've already done my base. My base certainly has not changed much, if at all, in the last few months. However, I did just upload a Shop My Stash video, I will link that up here, where I did film through my base, and that's essentially what this is. All right, well, let's just get started on the eyeshadow, because that is the majority of what this tutorial will be. Of course, we prime, and I like blending out my primer with a sponge. It gives the most even layer I have found. All right, let's see if I remember what I did last week. So the two main eyeshadow palettes I use are the Pure Raw Beauty Kristi palette and also the Melt Baby Girl stack. But first things first, I'm gonna lay down a base of color. When I first tried this, I fell in love. This is Moo Point, and I'm pretty sure what I did was just kind of fluff it everywhere. I don't think I did anything super complicated. Of course, this might turn out a little different than last week. So I'm just taking a nice big fluffy crease brush and patting that out, emphasizing the inner corner as opposed to the outer corner. I think I'm actually going to take it more down and out this way as opposed to up. Don't know why, it's just what I've been doing lately, but the main focus is to get this really blown out and nice and blended. I think the look works because it is so soft around the edges, which gives it a very romantic vibe. And these dusty, rosy neutrals also help with that whole aesthetic. This shade gives me total modern Renaissance vibes. I'm so here for it. I'm keeping it fairly contained on the lid. I don't want to take it too far out or up. Next up is a shade that I always forget about, but love so very much. This is the shade Breakup from the Baby Girl stack by Melt, and it is the most gorgeous brown ever. I had a feeling that the tones would really complement each other quite well, and I was not disappointed. The Baby Girl stack is just such a stunning formula. The mattes are so creamy, and I'm just taking that and essentially just going deeper into the crease. Oh, and I just love the way these two shades pair together, and they blend effortlessly into each other. I'm going to take this one onto the outer third of the lid as well, and I'm trying to get a really nice even blend between the two shades. I don't want one to overpower the other. I learned this little trick from Patrick Starr for the outer third, because usually an eyeshadow look, you pack on a deeper shadow on the outer third of the lid to create that feeling of depth. And I like to create a bit of an angle going this way. I find that this little angle ends up lifting the eye a little bit as if you're putting on a bit of a wing liner. It just kind of guides the eye in this direction without actually pulling all of the eyeshadow in that direction. I'm taking Moo Point again just to kind of graze the edges a little bit more. All right, moving on to the lid. I'm gonna use Hopeless Romantics on the lid. It's got some pink glitter in there, but I think it has kind of a brownie base. I'm just gonna take it on my finger first. You can kind of see the shifting there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. And I'm just gonna press that really hard into the lid because it is a very flaky shade. And I'm trying to get that really diffused lid so that There's no clear indication of where the shimmer ends and the matte shades begin. Because of my claws, I can't get right into that space there. So I'm just gonna pick up a brush real quick. I use a little flat shader brush for this kind of application. I'm just gonna press that in to the corner here. So that's where I left it the first time. However, I totally forgot that this stack comes with this shade. It's called Crush, and it is a gorgeous satiny brown, and it's perfect for placing right in between the matte and the metallic, just to get that perfect transition. All right, let's quickly do the lower lash line. Just taking a smaller brush, dipping into Breakup, and concentrating that onto the lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna clean that brush off, dip it into Move Point, and smoke that out on the bottom. All that's left to do is a little bit on the inner corner and the brow bone. Last time I did this, I did not enjoy what I put forward. I think this time I want to try going into Cafe Disco, and I'm gonna pop that into the inner corner. I also drag my highlight on the inner corner onto the lower lash line, just on the inner portion. And I will put that onto the brow bone as well. Last thing before I go off camera and throw on my lashes, I used a dark brown liner. Honestly, I don't know why I don't do this more often, but dark brown liner in the waterline for people with green or blue eyes is like magic. This is the Pure On Point eyeliner in Down to Earth, and it is a nice deep chocolatey brown. I'm going to go off camera, do all this on the other side, put on some lashes, and then when I come back, we will finish the rest of the look. All right, hopefully most of that construction is done by now. Other side is done, lashes are on. These are Next Level by Boldface. Again, I know I've used them like 3 times in a row already. They're just my favorite right now because of how amazing they look, and at the same time, how comfortable they are. Plus, surprisingly, they fit under my glasses. Let's wrap this bad boy up, we're almost done. We're just gonna go in with a couple of favorites of mine. Definitely stuff you've seen before. I'm just gonna go back into Cairo from the Catrice X Eman blush palette. The perfect taupey brown blush, super duper flattering. And I'm applying that very liberally, especially right underneath the eye and blending it right into the bronzer. And I think taking it directly under the eye here is what makes this shape really, really flattering. Taking a bit more Move Point and just kind of blending the eyeshadow into the blush. I've done this combination of eyeshadow and blush draping before in one of my videos on this palette specifically. For this look, I also had really glowy cheeks. So first off, I'm just gonna tap into an Ambient blush, really focus it onto the apple of the cheek. Not taking it too far back into here because I don't wanna lose all of this draping, but really concentrating it onto the front. The last step is to apply some highlight. Again, concentrating it more into the front. And for this, I believe I used Coastin from ColourPop. And I applied it with my finger just to get more of a concentration in this one specific area. And I'm using a very light pressure because this formula is very strong. I'm just gonna quickly line with my favorite nude liner by Maybelline. It's Almond Rose. And the only color I wear on my lips for this look is the Noctex Liquid Lip Vial in the shade Requiem. And this formula is great. It is super comfortable, lasts a really long time. And these are totally optional, but I always add a few freckles to any look. Let's spray her down. A little bottom mascara. And that's the look, guys. It is really that simple. I know it's incredibly similar to looks I've already done on this channel, but you guys wanted to see it. More than happy to deliver a simple tutorial. I really love the color combinations of this one. I really enjoy a neutral that isn't quite a neutral. The dusty rosy shade really adds that vibe of romanticism coupled with the richness of that brown matte shade. It's just kind of been my favorite kind of look right now. And you know, I always always love doing something simple yet effective. This look just makes me feel really pretty, and I could just wear this look every day and be happy. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me rattle off the spiel to y'all. Here are the many ways you can help out my channel. You can give this video a huge thumbs up. You can comment down below what you thought of everything. You can subscribe. You can follow me on other social media. I will leave those right there. Please go check out my Patreon for more exclusive content there. Also, by the time this comes out, I think I will know how much Desert Bus raised, which I will leave right there. Go check out Desert Bus if you haven't yet already, desertbus.org. I guess that's it. I feel like it's so weird. Tutorials are so straightforward and there's really not a whole lot of wrap up after them, so it feels very weird. Folks, stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, wear a mask, and of course, just be kind, be generous, and if you can't do that right now, just do your best. And hopefully, I will see you on the next one. Bye.